Another day, another story. Section 439 of IPC. Punishment for intentionally running vessel aground or ashore with intent to commit theft, etc. Whoever intentionally runs any vessel aground or ashore, intending to commit theft of any property contained therein or to dishonestly misappropriate any such property, or with intent that such theft or misappropriation of property may be committed, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years, and shall also be liable to fine. Section 440 of IPC Mischief committed after preparation made for causing death or hurt. Whoever commits mischief, having made preparation for causing to any person death, or hurt, or wrongful restraint, or fear of death, or of hurt, or of wrongful restraint, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 5 years, and shall also be liable to fine. Of criminal trespass. Section 441 of IPC. Criminal trespass. Whoever enters into or upon property in the possession of another with intent to commit an offense or to intimidate, insult or annoy any person in possession of such property, or having lawfully entered into or upon such property, unlawfully remains there with intent thereby to intimidate, insult or annoy any such person, or with intent to commit an offense, is said to commit criminal trespass. Section 442 of IPC House Trespass. Whoever commits criminal trespass by entering into or remaining in any building, tent or vessel used as a human dwelling or any building used as a place for worship, or as a place for the custody of property, is said to commit house trespass. Explanation. The introduction of any part of the criminal trespasser's body is entering sufficient to constitute house trespass. Section 443 of IPC Lurking House Trespass. Whoever commits house trespass having taken precautions to conceal such house trespass from some person who has a right to exclude or eject the trespasser from the building, tent or vessel which is the subject of the trespass, is said to commit lurking house trespass. Section 444 of IPC. Lurking house trespass by night. Whoever commits lurking house trespass after sunset and before sunrise, is said to commit lurking house trespass by night. Section 445 of IPC. House breaking. A person is said to commit house breaking who commits house trespass if he effects his entrance into the house or any part of it in any of the 6 ways hereinafter described, or if, being in the house or any part of it for the purpose of committing an offense, or having committed an offense therein, he quits the house or any part of it in any of such 6 ways, that is to say, first, if he enters or quits through a passage made by himself, or by any abettor of the house trespass, in order to the committing of the house trespass. Secondly, if he enters or quits through any passage not intended by any person, other than himself or an abettor of the offense, for human entrance, or through any passage to which he has obtained access by scaling or climbing over any wall or building. Thirdly, if he enters or quits through any passage which he or any abettor of the house trespass has opened, in order to the committing of the house trespass by any means by which that passage was not intended by the occupier of the house to be opened. Fourthly, if he enters or quits by opening any lock in order to the committing of the house trespass, or in order to the quitting of the house after a house trespass. Fifthly, if he effects his entrance or departure by using criminal force or committing an assault, or by threatening any person with assault. Sixthly, if he enters or quits by any passage which he knows to have been fastened against such entrance or departure, and to have been unfastened by himself or by an abettor of the house trespass. Explanation. Any outhouse or building occupied with a house, and between which and such house there is an immediate internal communication, is part of the house within the meaning of this section. Illustrations. A commits house trespass by making a hole through the wall of Z's house, and putting his hand through the aperture. This is house breaking. B commits house trespass by creeping into a ship at a porthole between decks. This is house breaking. C commits house trespass by entering Z's house through a window. This is house breaking. D commits house trespass by entering Z's house through the door, having opened a door which was fastened. This is house breaking. A commits house trespass by entering Z's house through the door, having lifted a latch by putting a wire through a hole in the door. This is house breaking. F finds the key of Z's house door, which Z had lost, and commits house trespass by entering Z's house, having opened the door with that key. This is house breaking. G Z is standing in his doorway. A forces a passage by knocking Z down, and commits house trespass by entering the house. This is house breaking. H. Z, the doorkeeper of Y, is standing in Y's doorway. A commits house trespass by entering the house, having deterred Z from opposing him by threatening to beat him. This is house breaking. Section 446 of IPC. House breaking by night. Whoever commits house breaking after sunset and before sunrise, is said to commit house breaking by night. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.